everybody, this is Jorik. Welcome back to Portugal and Beyond. Today I want to talk about a neighborhood that gets a lot of attention, as it should, in Lisbon, and it's someplace that I think you should consider if you're looking to move here, if you're looking to vacation, looking for a short-term rental to stay in. If nothing else, if you don't do either of those, if you're looking to come to Lisbon for a couple of days, I certainly think you need to walk through the neighborhood and check it out, and that's called Principe Real. So first things first, thank you so much for watching the channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Let's go to the map. So as you can see here, Principe Real, centrally located place. It offers many things. There's many shops, some of them high-end, some of them traditional shops, basic shops, so clothing, you name it. Lots of restaurants in this area, so there are a lot of options. The first thing that can stick out to you when you're looking at the videos and photos here is it's an area, there's one main street in Principe Real that's relatively flat throughout Principe Real. And then as you go off that street, you're either going up or down, and it can be pretty steep. So it's a hilly area with the exception of the main drag, so, as I call it, the main street on it. Very beautiful buildings. They do a great job with the architecture. They've done a good job of renovating this area. I refer to it sometimes as the high rent district, and the reason why is the famous footballer Ronaldo has a place, movie star Michael Fassbender. There are several other people that are celebrities or musicians, artists, movie stars, football players that seem to have a property within Principe Real. So it seems like a very trendy place for the well-off or the upper class to be able to call home. One of the highlights in Principe Real is the park. They have a really nice park that on the weekends, on Saturdays, they have a big farmer's market. And it's not just produce and food, but it's also clothing and jewelry and whatnot. So it's something that if you're going to be in this area, you definitely want to check it out on Saturdays for the farmer's market. There's a beautiful area for kids to play, which is very cool. Some of the views from Principe Real can't be beat. So if you have an apartment, pretty much anywhere that you're going to be, you're going to have a great view, as long as you're not on like the main floor. If you're up on the second, third, fourth floor, because it's so hilly, you're going to have a great perspective looking out over Lisbon. So you can't go wrong with that. There's also several museums in Principe Real to check out. There's the Natural Science Museum, and behind it, there's also a pretty cool botanical garden that there's lots of different plant species there to check out. I'd highly recommend going to it. It's a really cool museum with the garden attached to it. As I mentioned, the high rent district. There are many properties here that start at $1 million and go up. There's also several properties where you can find deals too that you might need to renovate that are 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 euros too. Airbnb, sometimes that can be difficult. Portugal can oftentimes change rules as far as what districts or neighborhoods are allowed to have Airbnb or VRBO and which ones can't. But this is a place where many people go to meet up. There's several, as I mentioned, bars and restaurants. So this may be a place as the neighbor's alarm is going off. That's always fun. This is a place that I think that you should check out while you're here. It's really, I think, some of the best of Lisbon as far as if you're taking pictures of the architecture, the buildings. As I mentioned, most of the buildings have been renovated, so that's cool versus, taking shots of buildings that are falling apart next to a beautifully tiled building. But this gives you a great taste of, I'll say, the traditional as well as the up-and-coming Lisbon. You'll have traditional restaurants, traditional looking apartments, and then you'll also have some newer buildings that are very beautiful, and some new concepts for restaurants that it's not traditional Portuguese food, it's food from all over the planet. So I highly encourage that you check out this place. It's very cool. So again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. I hope you enjoy this content. Please leave a comment and let me know if you've been to Principe Real, what your experience was, if you stayed there, if you ate at restaurants, if you liked it, if you disliked it. And then also, please make sure in the comment section, you keep giving me ideas of places you want to know about or how things work in Lisbon and Portugal, or if there's something going on in Europe and you happen to be in, let's say, the US or Canada or the UK and you want to know what the travel rules are or something of that nature. I'm here to help, and I'm here to give you some of that advice and to try to do some of the legwork for you. So as always, thanks so much for taking the time to watch this. And as always, have a great day. Hey, thanks so much for watching the full video. If you get a chance, and if you're interested in reading some crazy workplace stories, please check out my 2 books, Magnet of Madness Volume 1 and Volume 2, both available on Amazon in ebook or softcover. If you want to make fun of me, there's plenty of stories where you can do that. If you want to make yourself feel better about the job that you're in, it'll make you feel better too. But crazy stuff that happened over 30 years, you won't believe it until you read it. So thank you so much for watching. And if you get a chance, pick up a copy of one of these on Amazon. Thank you so much.